A new video? I only made one yesterday, didn't I? Yes, but I have now got the access to the Valorant beta. It is a closed beta that I have been given access to. I'm not going to name the guy who's let me in, but thank you for letting me use the account. Guys, it is AOD Kuro here. New video, Valorant, my first ever game on Valorant, and we're going to check it out. As you can see, you're wondering, video's 6 minutes long, full game of Valorant. Well, Valorant still has a few glitches, they still have a few things that they need to iron out, and one of them is kicking you out of the Valorant servers during a game. So I only got my video recorded up until I was booted out of the game. However, I'm going to die quite a lot, you're going to see me die quite a lot, you're probably going to watch more gameplay of other guys playing and getting kills than you are me, but that's because I'm not that good at this game and it's my first ever game playing it. So what is Valorant for you guys that are saying, what is this? Well, if you haven't heard, then you've probably been living under a rock for the last couple of weeks, month maybe. However, Valorant is Riot Games' newest game. It's having a massive impact on the gaming community right now, especially with the CSGO, Rainbow Six and Overwatch gamers, the people that play these games most, and the FPS shooters are going to be interested in this game. Anyone that's played CSGO will see from this open menu and the start of the round, the buy phases, that everything starts out a lot like CSGO does. It has the same style of gameplay rules and buy scenarios. Operator design, you have fraggers, you have flex, you have support. Now that screams one thing to me, and that is Rainbow Six Siege, because that is the exact operator design that they go for, and that is exactly what Valorant have done here. However, as you can see with the tunable abilities in here as well, you also have Overwatch thrown into it. So I could see fan bases from all three of these platforms and all three of these FPS shooter games moving over or having a try out of Valorant at least upon release if they haven't already during the closed beta. Now, I don't say that these games will die because of Valorant being released. I'm in no way saying that whatsoever. However, I think that Valorant is going to be quite a niche market for it, and I could actually see us going highly competitive in esports with the way it's played. The game rounds last well, the matches last a long time. It's a fun game to play. It is a really good game. As much as I do die in it, I did enjoy playing this game and trying to learn the controls. I'm going to be bringing you more videos over the next coming weeks of this game while it is in closed beta form, because I'm sure a lot of you guys may want to see what goes on a bit more within the game. Now, in order to get a closed beta code, if anyone is interested, what you need to do is you need to sign up to Riot Games connected to your Twitch account, go onto one of the Twitch streams that are streaming Valorant, and you can actually get a closed beta code. You do need to watch it for a couple hours, the stream, in order to be potentially given one. Some people have watched them for 2 hours and got them, some people have watched for 10 hours before they get them. It's a totally guesstimate as when you're going to get it, so it's up to yourself whether you want to go and sit and watch videos non-stop on Valorant. I suppose, to be quite honest, you could just like link your Twitch account and then just put on a video and walk away from your PC and let a guy play for a couple hours. It's not going to have many issues. Now, as I said, it's quite a smooth gameplay here. However, there is some glitches. As I said at the start of the video, I do get kicked from this match about halfway through it. It might just be under halfway through it I do get kicked out. Just to let you know though, we do win the match in the end. I know you're not going to see it, but we do win the match in the end. Now, the only reason I've only got this half of the clip is because after it kicked me out, it never continued recording after it put me back in the game when I loaded up Valorant again. But hopefully we'll get that issue fixed from the next time, and it will not happen for us for the next video. So the sound design in this game is something that I always talk about first, is the sound design. Now, I know I've not spoken about it first, it's like speaking about it fifth, but who cares? So sound design in this game I think is pretty good, to be honest. Siege, I feel, doesn't have the greatest sound design, as a lot of you know. You can think somebody's on your left in Siege because you hear footsteps on your left, you walk into the room and the guy's on your right hand side and kills you. This game's pretty alright, you can actually hear where people are coming from without too much of an issue. If they're walking, then it's difficult, as you know. If they're running, you can get a pretty good idea as to where they're coming from, and I just died there stupidly. The reason the clips are cutting here is because after I'm dying, I'm changing my sensitivity. I'm still trying to get something that works for me. There is a couple of things that I do suspect are going to get nerfed out in this game, which are things like Sage, one of the operators. She has an ability that causes a healing orb to be distributed every 30 seconds. It's one that you do not have to purchase, therefore if you're playing against that, it can be quite a nightmare to actually play with, because teams are just getting healed up straight away, and it can become an issue for a lot of players. So the question, as I said this could go quite big, and I think this could go esports. Now it could. It's a fun game to play. If you get good at this game, it'll be rewarding to you. It's free to play model, basically makes it quite easy to be the next pickup star, if you know, because it's the kind of things that League of Legends done pretty well in, and Dota done great in. And there's a crash, as you see, but Dota done great in. Now this is the kind of thing, but time is going to tell whether Valorant has a smooth launch or not. We're going to have to wait and see whether it has it, whether it gets everything smoothly, or whether it breaks down and cannot get the mechanics right when everyone gets on. However, if this game does get up and running well, there's no reason why it can't be a breakout FPS shooter and can't go esports, because it's definitely got the potential for it, apart from issues like this. If they manage to iron these out, I think it could go very well and smooth. But if this happens now during closed beta, what's going to happen during open play? Guys, thanks for tuning in. Hit like, hit subscribe. If you want to see more, hit comment below.